Hey everybody, today we have Jim Henson's Labyrinth the board game. Labyrinth the board game. Picked it up at the Bibles for China thrift store for $5. I could have got this game or a $5 foot long at Subway. I'd rather have the game. Jim Henson's Labyrinth the board game. Will Sarah manage to defeat Giraffe and his Labyrinth? Or will the Goblin King turn little Toby into a goblin babe? You have 13 hours. 5, 10, 10, 13 hours. Okay. To find out, play with up to 4 friends in this fun family board game based on a classic Labyrinth movie by Jim Henson. Which came out like way long time ago. So why in the world are they bringing stuff like this back? It's not like they're making a remake of the movie. They're just making a board game based off of a movie when they should have made the board game based off of the movie when the movie was out. Maybe they did. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This game's like worth a pretty good amount of money on internet, I think. So it has all that you see here, or supposed to. So let's check it out. First up is the Labyrinth board game rules. Hey lady, it's against the rules to throw other people's heads. Welcome to River Horse Labyrinth, the board game. River Horses Labyrinth, the board game. We're really glad you joined us for this adventure. With your help, Sarah will certainly save today Toby in time. Our game is designed for 4 people, but you'll find rules for 5, 3, 2, even 1 at the end of this booklet. Let's assume for now that there are 4 players. In this game, you are all on the same side as a group of friends. You are trying to help Sarah get to the castle of Giraffe, the Goblin King, and serve her brother Toby. But be warned to only have 13 hours, which I'm going to guess is 13 turns or rounds, before Toby is turned into a goblin babe. Which isn't that bad, if you think about it. So it's going to be a race against time as well as against the nasty creatures that you might encounter in the Labyrinth and in Goblin City. First, you'll have to gather your friends and search the Labyrinth for the entrance to the Goblin City. Together, you'll have to survive Giraffe's ploys, face Humongons, the Gate Warden, as well as scores of angry goblins guards that try to stop you from getting to the castle of the king. Finally, once you reach the castle, Sarah will have to confront Giraffe for a final time in the castle maze in order to save her baby brother. And all this time, the hands of the awful clock will keep on turning. Good luck, and remember, you can't take anything for granted here. Written by Aliso Crinjo or whatever. Anyway, here's the components. So you got these miniatures. You got different various types of dice, different stand-ups, whatnot. You got nice like movie stills from the game. Guess this is where the certain things stand up. Goblin clock. And then the game turn, win the game, character sheets, willpower, losing your will, special ability cards, weakness cards, having to go, rest, move, resting with friends, moving as a group, smell bad, resolving tests, Test as a group. Speed tests. Never despair. Roll an extra die. Goblin City. Castle of the Goblin King. To 1, 2, or 3 players, 5 players, making the game more or less challenging. Labyrinth. Credits. Next up, we have this amazing board. So there's the board of the place. It's not like you're traveling through an actual labyrinth. It looks like you're traveling through various different sections on the board. There is, that's a nice little artwork here of this board. So that's pretty cool. Then some things we have is this, which is basically the Goblin Clock / turn order. So it's like, starts here, 1, 2, so on and so forth. Of course, got these different die, which were never even opened. Of course. You got this bag of stuff, like this little coaster here. And these tokens. That I guess represents like creatures that you have to fight. And then of course, because they're cheap, they gave you little certain tokens instead of giving you actual cutouts. Then of course you got player boards for each player. You got Hoggle, Ludo, Sir Didymus, and Sarah. Why is there only 4 of these? There should be 5. That's weird. Because there's 5. There's 5 people. And it looks like each player has two cards. They have these cards, the spell, Goblin Artillery, Humongous Goblin Cavalry, Goblin Skid Maze, Goblin Infantry. And they have a whole bunch of these cards. So that's what those two say. 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 You got stands for something. You got these cards, which I'll just got Goblin Knight, Goblin Mob, Goblin Guards, Goblin, Fairies, Sheriff appears, turn back, Fairy Legion, entrance to the Goblin City, Sleepy Goblin Guard, Trash Lady, Junkyard, James appears at the ball, Goblins, Sheriff appears at the perch, Fairies Camp, ambushed by fairies, Prince of the Land of Stench, Goblin Scary Forest, Two Knockers, Snares, Goblin Knight, The Wise Man and His Hat, Cleaners, Jeff appeals up the stairs, Jeff appears piece of cake, False Alarm, Helping Hands, Doors of the Four Guards, It Keeps Changing, Magic Dance, It Goes on and on and on, and The Worm. Do the worm. So there's that. And then, of course, there are the different pieces. You have of course, the different characters. First, you have Hoggle. He's a hoggle woggle, hoggle, hoggle woggle. He's a hoggle. He's a hoggle. Then you have Sarah. Who nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee. Sarah. Sweet Sarah, sweet, sweet Sarah, sexy, sweet as Sarah. And then we have Sir Didymus and his trusty dog steed, Sir Didymus. Sir Didymus. And then you have Lindo. He's just a big Sasquatch creature. Lindo. And then, of course, you have Jairus, or the hard rock superstar. Jim Bowie, I believe, is the character. The person, that played Tiki Bega. That guy. Jim Bowie! Jim Bowie, not Jim Bowie. Not the alcohol. Oh. And that's Labyrinth. The board game. The board game. Anyway, remember, guys, good all the time. All the time, guys, good. Keep on gaming. Keep on collecting. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Jesus loves you. Jesus God. Jesus Lord. Jesus King. Jesus is ruler of everything. Have a great day. What do I think about that they could have did better is, instead of giving us little cardboard tokens of the bad guys like goblins and stuff, maybe they could have gave us, I don't know, actual miniatures of those too, instead of just the miniatures they gave us. Anyway, that's the only thing I can think of. I haven't played the game yet, so I can't give you any insight on that. Anyway, have a great day. Laters.